Vegans. We all hate them, right? I'm just kidding. But they're a really intriguing bunch. So I've come to one of the biggest vegan festivals in the world. Yes, those exist. And I'm gonna ask folks some of the most common questions people have for them, like how they afford it, what their biggest mistakes were when going vegan, and how they were able to give up cheese. So let's see who we find. So how long have you been vegan?
I think 11 years now. I've been vegan since 2020. I just had my 5-year vegan anniversary, so 5 years.
All right, cool, congrats.
Fully vegan about 14 years.
10 years in March.
That's one more year than last year, actually. That's crazy.
That is exactly one more year, yes.
8.5 years.
I've been vegan for 11 years.
A year and a half.
6 years.
Why are you vegan?
I am vegan for the same reason I went vegetarian about 20 years ago, because I don't want to kill animals for a fleeting bite of food.
In general, definitely for the animals, 100,000%.
I'm vegan for the animals.
I'm against the exploitation, the suffering of others. Nothing more to it, it's just that.
I turned vegan for health, but then the ethical connection came after that.
I am vegan for the animals.
Because I love animals. It's for the animals. I always say this because I smoke, so I know it's not healthy, but I'm vegan because I do it for the animals, not for my health. I gotta be honest.
Vegan for the environment. I'm an environmental scientist. Also vegan for health. I'm mostly whole food vegan.
So 100% doing everything. Like if I'm not eating cheese, it's definitely for the cows. Do you get me?
Yeah, I got you. No cheese pizza for you. So what exactly do you eat?
I honestly just want to say everything.
What do I eat?
I just eat food, man.
When I became vegan, I thought I had to give up a bunch of stuff.
I love curries, pasta.
Pasta's vegan.
Pasta's vegan.
I've come from a Caribbean background, okay? We have delicious food in the Caribbean. It's the curry that's making the flavoring. It's the jerk seasoning that's making the flavoring.
I have like tofu pretty much every day, like tofu scramble. I'm really basic like that. I just love tofu scramble every day. I have a great recipe. Turmeric, garlic powder, kala namak, salt, pepper. But nutritional yeast, that's the key ingredient, nutritional yeast.
Well, if this festival is any example, a load of junk food.
Before I was vegan, I knew one type of mushroom, portobello mushroom. Now I know like 8 different types.
Soy latte, because I'm back from, I used to have oat, now I have soy again, because I think it's better for protein and just health maybe. I don't know.
You've been watching the channel.
Exactly.
I eat lots of things. I eat a lot of Korean food. I love Asian food in general.
A little bit of vegetables here and there, but only begrudgingly.
Mexican, like burritos.
I eat a lot of mock meat.
I'm Dutch, so I eat a lot of like potatoes and stuff like that as well.
You get that aardappelslag.
Oh my god! You don't have a vegan version now in Amsterdam?
Oh, for real? Do you find it difficult to be vegan?
8.5 years later, no.
Not at all.
No.
No, now it's very much second nature. I think it is hard in the beginning when you first go vegan, and also depending on where you live, if you have a support network.
Some people go vegan for different reasons than me, for their health, or I think those people sometimes can find it more difficult.
To me, it's like, like second nature. Like cooking vegan is like, what I do.
You could say it's gotten like cheaper, easier, and lazier.
Well, yes.
Do you find it difficult to be vegan?
Not at all. I have written 3 cookbooks and I'm a very talented chef.
For me, it was super easy to switch from vegetarian to vegan.
Sometimes it's slightly inconvenient when you go to a restaurant and you have to pick something off the menu that you wouldn't necessarily want straight away.
Yeah, I think you just need to get used to it, because maybe at first, if you go like straight to vegan, it might be difficult for you.
But I don't think it's difficult if the comparison is eating a dead animal and causing suffering for no particularly good reason.
Sometimes it doesn't even taste that good.
The animals?
Yeah.
It's been that long since I have eaten an animal that I can only assume they all taste like fucking shit.
So what were some of the biggest mistakes you made when you first went vegan?
Arguing with other vegans.
Probably not checking the ingredients.
Thinking that I should have done everything perfectly right away.
I followed the wrong influencer. Freely was probably one of the most famous people around just then, but I remember sitting outside my workplace after reading the word monomeal, and I ate 50 cherry tomatoes for lunch that day, and I thought, oh Christ, I can't be a vegan.
Like not knowing how to substitute like the protein properly. Some people, they just remove the meat and then they don't really put in a proper amount of protein. So I learned that quickly because I realized I needed it to feel full. So a lot of people think when they go vegan, they just remove the meat and then they're confused as to why they're hungry. That's probably why.
There's a lot of different ways to be vegan, and if the person that you're watching doesn't appeal to you, then go look at someone else.
Like Danish.
Don't look at look at Danish, not freely.
Who's the biggest fake protein culprit?
I would say cauliflower or mushrooms. I love both, but it's not protein.
What were some of the biggest mistakes you made when you first went vegan?
I should have maybe followed more the vitamins B12, B12, and the omega-3, something like that. I was like, I'm eating my tofu.
The fact that I was super angry.
Expecting the world to be kind about me being vegan.
You become vegan with a rage also. You want to fight, to stand up. Yeah, it's something. Then actually now I kind of let go in a healthy way. I mean, I still have the rage, but it's more like, okay, now I'm going to teach you what I feel like you should know, but in a kind way.
What mistakes did you make when you first went vegan?
I was perfect.
That's my answer. That's my answer.
What was the hardest part about being vegan?
This is difficult.
Friends and family not understanding.
Family events, social events in general.
The world is not vegan, so socially it's difficult in many ways because people around you are not vegan. They think it's weird. There's might not be enough vegan options. But if more people were vegan, we'd have more vegan options. It'd be more socially accepted, and it would just be easier for everybody.
What's the key to being a successful vegan?
Just don't believe all the bullshit. It's good to have like a good group of vegan friends around you as your support system. Oh, and you follow me. You follow another effing vegan on Instagram, and I'll show you.
You need to have your reasons for doing it. You know, you have to think about the animals. If you don't have that in mind, then it's easy to fall off.
I think you should be a proud vegan. You know what I mean? It's fine to be a quiet vegan. You don't have to do activism per se if it's not like your thing. But definitely just be proud of your choice.
There's 3 keys actually, and they kind of work in tandem. The first one is Vegan Junk Food by Zachary Bird. The second one is The Vegan Butcher by Zachary Bird. And the third one is The Vegan Baker by Zachary Bird. It's also a great one.
Just taking things easy, I think. You don't have to be perfect. You can make a mistake, it's fine. Just know that you can't be perfect in a non-vegan world.
Do you ever cheat on your vegan diet?
No.
Never ever.
Never.
No. I'm very principled that way.
Not even once. Haven't even considered it. It would be weird to consider it because it's not a vegan diet, dickhead. It's an ethical movement.
No, never. Never. Are you kidding me?
Never. Never.
Not even a bit of bacon.
Not even a bit of bacon.
I follow a plant-based diet as an ethical vegan, and I don't see honey, eggs, milk, or meat as food, so they don't appeal to me.
What do you wish more people knew about being vegan?
That it's easy, it's beautiful, you grow so much as a person.
And it's not as hard as you think it is.
That it's good for you. You can get all of your nutrients.
It's not as expensive as you think it is.
You become compassionate for everyone, every being.
These beings are suffering because of our greed, and they don't deserve it.
It's better for the planet.
I wish more people knew that vegan food is more than just cauliflower.
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms. Yes, there's a lot of great vegan food out there.
Do you think being vegan is a privilege?
That's such a loaded question.
No.
No, not at all.
Nah.
You can eat really basic stuff.
Rice and beans and, you know, pretty cheap foods.
Especially if you're living in a city, a heavily populated city, it's not, no, come on. You have grocery stores everywhere. When you walk into the grocery store, what's the first thing you see? The produce section.
Like, you don't have to get that Beyond Meats, that expensive, like if it's out of your budget, and you don't have to get that cheese, vegan cheese.
I don't have a lot of money. I am not a money-rich person at all, but rice, beans, pulses, I know people who have virtually no money and survive on a vegan diet.
I think in order to go vegan, you might need to be in more of a privileged position, in a sense that I think if you're, struggling, having to work like 3 jobs and putting food on the table, you just don't have that mental capacity to think about like social issues.
Like my mom is from Chile, South America, and when she was young, obviously she couldn't have imagined to be vegan.
So I think like it takes a certain kind of person that might be in a more privileged side to think about going vegan. But I don't think veganism itself is a privilege. I think it's more like a responsibility.
The biggest privilege for me, above all, is taking somebody's life away from them when you don't have to. That's a privilege.
Do you ever miss food from before you were vegan?
I've gone through phases of missing cheese. but there's plenty of alternatives.
At the moment, the pizza is not still the same as before for me.
Yes, but I'll find vegan versions.
Well, I thought I would miss like fish.
There would be things I reminisce, but then there's new versions of that.
I learned how to make vegan sushi, and so I wasn't really missing the fish part, I was just missing sushi.
Absolutely. That's why I became the vegan butcher and the vegan baker. Because the point is, I don't miss them anymore.
It's a shame we still have not reached this kind of mozzarella and other ingredients. It's something you said.
But we've come a long way.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
So how did you give up cheese?
Dairy for me was the hardest part.
I don't remember. I think it was a traumatic experience.
This is the hardest question for me because that's the reason why I took so many years to become vegan.
As the years went on, it's 2025 now, so as the years went on, more brands came out with their vegan cheeses. Cashew cheese is a good one.
Just weaning yourself off, like bit by bit. I transitioned myself slowly.
I actually just tried the veganuary, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do the challenge. I made it, and I was like, okay, let's do it forever.
I shut my mouth. I stopped shoveling cheese into it. I got over my own ego. And I've got to say, mate, I'm sick of people holding cheese up like it's the bastion of all food. Just don't eat it. Have a bit of ethics.
It wasn't that hard. I don't know why. And at the time, like, all we had was like Daiya cheese. Like now Daiya is better, but like 10 years ago it was questionable.
Would you say diet being your only option helped you give up cheese? No, I'm just kidding.
It's not that hard to not eat something. It's the omission of something. Just eat other food. And if your life gets a bit harder, fucking try being a dairy cow.
All right. Well, thank you so much. All right. Now, even though that all sounds good in theory, how do you actually start making vegan food that you want to eat? Well, in this video, I'll show you exactly how to make 3 delicious vegan meals all under 15 minutes or less. So I'll see you in the kitchen.